Thank you. You guys can be seated.
Thank you so much, man. I'll tell you, for the parents who don't always get to hear this, it is an honor and a joy to get to work with our youth praise band. We have a lot more than just here. Normally, starting next week, we'll be split over in 2 spaces and leading worship, and it is just so cool that we can have students helping others in leading worship. So it is amazing. All right. So again, my name is Jack.
My name's Anthony.
And yeah.
Gotta find it.
We just need to hear you good. But we are so thankful to have you here with us tonight. We are going to do our best to move through this in a succinct manner, which, I mean, if you don't know us, we are super good.
So good at that.
Being on task. So, but we are really honored to have you with us. And if you don't know, here at Koth Youth, we are all about 3 things. And we are all about loving God, others, and self. That's right. And we love, in that order, love God with all you got, love others with all you got, and then love yourself because God made you, right? So we talk about that every week. That is part of kind of what we do here. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through this sheet that could be found back there. If you did not get one for your family, they are in the back by the wooden boxes and by Jack standing back there, one of the other mini Jacks. But you can go ahead and get one. Otherwise, we're going to go straight through this, with the exception of one piece. What piece is that?
So this year, we're going to be incorporating something new. We have this beautiful Plinko board. Who's ever watched The Price is Right? Yeah. And your favorite game is? Thank you.
Better.
All right, so how this is going to work. Every time you come on campus for youth, you're going to check in the back. That's what we've always done. That's what we're going to continue to do. This year, every time you check in, you're going to get your name put into a raffle to see who gets to come up and play Plinko. Now, the whole point of this is to try to encourage you to not only bring yourself, but bring some friends and let other people win all the awesome prizes we have. So what are the prizes, you might be asking? We have some youth merch. We can go in the store and we'll buy you something from our store that's online. There's QR codes if you need that. There's an awesome picture of your lovely youth leaders. There's some candy. We got some candy bars. One of these, you get to pick a song for worship that was approved by the person that does that. I asked her, and she said that was okay. You'll get a list. There's a list of 5 or 6 songs you get to pick from.
Stairway to Heaven.
That's not one of them.
No?
No
Okay.
Free Bird, none of that stuff, no.
All right.
One of them is you get a book from the youth library.
We have a library, y'all.
Library, yeah.
We do.
We do have a library. There's also a lost and found item. We have a lost and found. We put stuff in there. We don't want it anymore. So if you get that space, you get to pick something.
This is also the last time you get to try to claim your own item back, by the way.
Yeah. If this is yours, you can say now.
If you're a kid CrossFitter, no.
It might get taken. All right. So the way this is going to work, we're going to pull 2 names. Those 2 names are going to come up here. You're going to get 1 chip. 1 and only 1 chip. You're going to take your chip, put it in the top. You're going to let it go. And wherever it lands,
you get nothing.
You get nothing. You get nothing. Thanks for being here, etc. But wherever it lands, you get that prize. Pretty simple.
Good?
So,
all right, here we go. First
if
name.
you checked in over the summer, you're in this basket. Hopefully, the person is here tonight. That'd be really awkward. Dixon Hayes. Do we have a Dixon Hayes in the house?
Hey!
Come on up, sir.
Come on.
You're the
You wanna
first
turn it
contestant.
on?
Thank you. We can.
Yeah, it makes noise.
It does. All right.
All right. Here we'll go ahead and pull the next name so they can
Our
become
next person is Piper Euchre.
Piper Euchre?
Piper Euchre. Is there a Piper Euchre here?
Obviously, we know your name really well.
Yeah.
And you're loved
okay.
if you're here. Okay.
Not here. Cool. Ash Downs.
Ash?
Ash Downs, come on up.
All right.
You're the next contestant. All right.
All right.
So, come up here.
Come on over here.
Stand up here. Put the thing in. And
Put the
let's go
chip
for it.
in. All right. Let's see.
Oh, a picture.
I'm so glad you won the picture. This is going to go. You can hang this up prominently like above your fireplace at your house.
go.
Hold on.
Awesome.
Just want everybody to see. There you go. Yeah. Yes. You can put it at your locker at school and people will ask questions.
Or don't do that, because I don't need questions asked of me.
That's fair. That's
Yeah,
fair.
we don't need questions.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Round 2. So step up
Round
here.
2. Ash, come on up. Drop it in.
Ba-ba-ba-da.
That was one way to
That
do it.
was very epic.
Let's try the other way.
Yeah, just a little softer, a little softer. A little.
There you go.
Here we go. I'm
Here it
feeling good about
comes.
this.
A book.
A book. You can
may
choose
pick
from one of
any
those
book.
books. Any one of them. They're really great.
There is a Bible, no pressure.
Yeah, choose
have to
whatever
pick
one you want. You don't have to get the Bible.
All right, so every time you come to youth, every time you check in back there in the back, we're going to put your name in a basket. And every time we have a corporate worship, which we're going to do a few times during the year, we're going to do Plinko. So when we get together, we're going to get together in this room, all one big group, just like tonight, and we'll do Plinko, and you can get a chance to win one of our prizes. Not one of those, but one of their prizes. All right.
All right, fun's over. Now we're talking about schedule.
Now it's serious time.
All right. So we are going to run through our schedule real fast here. We want to let you know what we got going on. First part we want to talk to you about is on Sundays every week, we have Sunday Youth 3.0, which is our fancy way of saying Sunday school. So we have Sunday school. We have middle school meets from 10 a.m. to 10:50 in our youth room. If you don't know where that is directly out these double doors into the next set of double doors. And then we have high school, which meets, I stole yours over
It's
here.
okay.
It's okay.
I'll
I'll
just
take
steal
the
part of
next
yours,
one. All right, and we have high school that meets in room 201. That is upstairs. If you know where the elevator is, you take it, and then you take a right. And then you ask somebody because, that's all I'm going to give you. All right, so we got on Sundays we have that.
Yes.
Next.
Weekly schedule, Wednesday night youth. It meets at this time every Wednesday, unless it doesn't, because sometimes it doesn't.
But
Yeah,
most times it does.
We'll let you know. 6:30, be here. When we start, order of service. It looks very much like this. We'll have some worship time at the beginning. After worship time, we'll have a sermon by either Jack or myself, depending on who's in what room. And then after that, we go to small group time. Our expectation is to be done by 8 p.m. All you parents need to come pick up your kids. Our expectation is to be done by 8. All right, drop off and pick up. We ask you drop off your kids by the tower doors. We ask that you pick them up by the tower doors. Please, when you come in campus, please either come in this side and go around that way. If you come in the other way, it's awkward for everybody.
If you are dropping off your student early, like before 6:15, there is jam going on starting in September. We'll have a ministry for our children going on, and it gets crowded. They have a lot of stuff going on. So if you're here before 6:15, we ask you to drop off in the back parking lot and let them walk in. Otherwise, you'll be in the jam flow, and you will not be thinking jam in your head while you're waiting in line.
You'll feel the wrath of Janine, and we don't want that.
No wrath of Janine,
That's
please.
right. All right, and doors open at 6, so you can come on in at 6 p.m. if you arrive before what he said. If you arrive after that by the tower door. Pick it up happens at 8 p.m. at the tower, right out there. We'll do our best to make sure the kids are looking for you, but we are in youth, so that's kind of up to them at some point.
All right, I'll jump in on this.
Yes.
Rules for Zaxby's. As y'all may know, we have 144 right here. It is fairly busy. And by fairly, I mean very busy. So our general rules are thus. If you are dropped off at our campus, that means on our little block here, you're not allowed to walk across. Don't care your age. You're not allowed to walk across unless your small group's doing something together. If you were dropped off over there and you're getting food and you're coming back, it's a free country, you can do that. But once students are on our campus, you are now in our charge, in our safety, and we don't allow you to go back across. But never fear, Zaxby's is not the only close restaurant, but you. All right, so we also have rules for Starbucks. You want to do those? You want me to?
Go ahead.
All right, so rules for Starbucks / Firehouse, or Great Clips, I guess, if you're going to get a haircut. When you come here, you are welcome to go and pick up your Starbucks, go order Starbucks, as long as it's before 6:20. 6:20. If it's after that, I'm sorry, you get to do a cool spiritual thing called fasting for the night. Because if you head over here after that time, you're going to be coming in late to youth, and your parents think you're here, and you need to be here, okay? So need to be here by 6:20 to walk on over, all right? Or if you drop them off over there, it's the same thing as that. You just come on back. Make sense?
And if you ordered ahead of time and it's 6:21 and you get dropped off, then somebody else gets to have your drink because it's after 6:20.
Just let me know. I might skip on over.
Yeah.
All right. Next thing, we have a big change that we haven't changed this in a while, but we have a big change. This year, Thursday breakfast has been moved to Monday. Monday, yes, I know. You don't have to come, but if you want to come, Monday, 6 a.m. to 6:45 a.m. That is at Sunshine Breakfast. You need to bring your own money. You bring your own money. We will meet together. We have a Devo, a little devotion time, and then we go to school. We'll either take you, if you don't have rides, we have church vehicles that come, or if you are one of my high schoolers who drive, you can drive yourself there and on to school. Now, how this works is high school, it's still the first and the third Mondays. This Monday is a third Monday coming up on the 17th, so it'll be high school this week. The following week will be middle school, and they are second and fourth Mondays. And I need drivers. So if you are interested, adults in the room, you can drive a personal vehicle, or if you love driving bigger vehicles that are not that pretty, we have church vehicles that we'd love for you to drive. If you're interested in being a part of that, either way, please let me know. Middle school mornings especially. We have somewhere usually around, now it may be different now on Mondays, but we normally have around 35 to 50 kids on middle school days.
And they can't drive themselves.
And none of them can drive yet.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all right.
All right.
Next,
we have some opportunities to worship at the schools. We have Club 412, both at middle school and high school. Middle school meets 6:30 to 7 in the small cafeteria on Fridays. That's right next to the big cafeteria, but it's not the big one, it's the little one. And then the high school meets 6:30 to 7 in the Heartwood Theater on Wednesdays, but that might be changing, right?
right, did anyone go today? Still
It is in Heartwood? Okay.
Still in the Heartwood
Okay,
Theater.
because she talked about it being somewhere different, so we're not, that's always a surprise. All right, also there's FCA, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, at the high school, 6:45 on Tuesday in the auxiliary gym. Be there, be somewhere, be there worshiping God. Let people know what you're doing.
How many of y'all in the room have gone to one of these two events in the past year? Yep. Wow, okay. We need more of you going. But it's an awesome opportunity. I know we have several of y'all on leadership and stuff like that, so love for y'all to be participating. All right, next slide.
I'm going to take this one.
Take it.
All right, here we go. There are opportunities for you all to help serve with our youth group. Some of them are as follows. We have tech team, all the stuff up here, the sound, all the light stuff. We have cameras that do our live stream. None of that happens on its own. It all happens because we have volunteers. You could be one of those volunteers. We ask you to get here at 5:30 for practice on Wednesdays. We start our rehearsals 5:30 every Wednesday, so get here around that time so you can join in. Same thing with youth band. If you can play an instrument, if you can sing, if you can sing or play an instrument, let us know. We practice at 5:30 every Wednesday. What you'll need to do is you'll need to take a video of you either singing or playing an instrument or doing both and send it to Jack, and he will take care of making sure it gets to the right people to make sure the audition tape is seen, and we'll let you know how to get involved. We would love for you all to get involved in your worship. That way people like me don't have to be up on stage playing guitar, because it's weird for everybody to have a 41-year-old playing guitar for youth group. It just is.
Oh, I did get a text correction from the crowd about Club 412. It is actually 7 to 7:30.
Okay.
So there you go. High schoolers, you get to sleep in a little bit more. So middle school is correct. Yeah. I do go to that.
All right.
And the leader's in here somewhere.
We also have a setup team, 5:30 or earlier on Wednesdays. People that come in, they help out Jack with some last-minute things. They cut forms and cut things for small group buckets. They put the buckets out. They make sure everything's where it needs to be. That's the setup team. We also have a donation to James and Jenna Roberts, $1, one time a month for every student. We'll meet our goal for that. We have people that actually go around with the buckets. You can actually see them right back there. They go around with the bucket asking people to kindly donate their $1 a month. That $1 a month needs to come from you guys, not from us, because it's an offering for you.
And James himself grew up in this church, and he is a former youth here. And we are honored to get to serve them and support them. So $1, $12 a year.
Yep. So that's how you all can get involved in your youth group and help it be successful.
All right. Now we're going to move on to our one retreat for this year. We're going to be doing, went so well last year, we're going to do it again. We're going to have a senior retreat. If you're a senior in the room, can I see some hands? Where are we at? I know we got at least a few. Yeah. Yeah. One day. All right, awesome. So we're going to be doing that in January. We're going to do it somewhere within 2-hour drive. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to go worship, and we're going to go have just a time of getting to kind of celebrate y'all, but also prepare you for stepping off into adult life and college and stuff. It's going to be awesome. All right, next one. You want to talk about Snowbird or me? I'll do it.
Sure.
All right, Snowbird. So, yeah. Thank you, Jackson. All right. So Snowbird is one of our camps we go to over the summer. It is May 31st to not May 30th. That would be cool to go back in time. And if I could go back in time right now, I'd fix my slide. But that's actually going to be through the Saturday in January.
June.
It's falling apart.
Do you need me
I
to take it
should've
back
let you
over?
do it.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, cost this year is going to be $785. I know that sounds like a lot, and it's only because it is. All right. We'll talk about fundraisers in a minute. On September 2nd, your $100 non-refundable deposit is due. If you want to go, there are limited spots. So you don't pay Snowbird correctly, we will send out a link for sign up. This year we have, and it may not be on this page, maybe on the next one, I won't get ahead of myself. But January 20th is your last day to back out. So if you sign up, you have until then to back out and only donate the $100. But if you back out after that, you have to pay the full amount because they will ask for the full amount from us. We do try to get someone to take your spot. If that happens, if they take your spot, then we're able to give some refunds as best we can. All right. Then April 28th, the full balance is due by 5 p.m. Go ahead and go to the next slide. All right. There's a couple of requirements for this trip. You need to come to 3 youth events, not counting all small group nights per semester. That could be, that actually could be Sunday church. It could be youth breakfast or Wednesday nights. But come and participate. We want to know you a little bit before we go, okay? Also, the sign-up is first come, first serve. I will send out a big email about this and about the date at which and time at which it's going to open up. And then we have spots for 90 students and 13 adults this year, okay? We only can get that many because that's how many we took last year. And if we have more, you'll go onto a waiting list, and then we'll see if we can get more spots, okay? And this is a trip that's for current 7th graders and up. My 6th graders, we have something else for you that Anthony's going to talk about right now.
All right, for all of my current 6th graders, and anybody in middle school can go to this, but we specifically say it's for 6th graders. Since you can't go to SWO, it's a good way to get out of the house during the summer and to get your feet wet on a summer trip. We have Camp Connect. Camp Connect is estimated to be about $450. We'll find out that cost later in the year. Make sure that you all know that. Camp Connect is located at Epworth by the Sea down in St. Simons, Georgia. Sign-ups will go through Camp Connect website. You can still do fundraisers. So what happens is you'll actually sign up for Camp Connect on their website. And then after you sign up, you will you'll pay that balance, but we can use our funds that we fundraise here to pay them. It works out. We did it last year. It's not a problem. We have a good relationship with the director down there. Her name is Suze, and she's good about working with us. Camp Connect is for middle schoolers. It's down where the what is Epworth by the Sea?
St. Simon's Island.
St. Simon's Island. It's a good campground. Convention center.
It's Epworth by the Sea is the name of the place.
Okay. It's a good camp. It's a good time.
What's happening?
That's all. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Next we have, you need to make sure I have this on your calendars. Pew. Next slide. Pew. There we go.
VBS 2027, are those confirmed dates?
Yes.
Okay. June 21st through June 25th is VBS. We're listing this because a lot of you all work and volunteer at VBS, so you can go ahead and put that on your calendar now because those are confirmed dates, June 21st through June 25th.
Yeah.
Come in, help out, and be the hands and feet of Christ.
It's going to be fun. Next. All right. We have 2 mission trips we're going to be doing this summer. The first one I'm wearing the shirt for. We have our ASP mission trip, Appalachia Service Project. It is an awesome trip. We have several of our people who went this last year in here. And this is for high schoolers only. But this is a trip where we go and we help people who need work done on their homes that they can't afford. So this past year we went and we got to do a lot of siding work. We got to do a French drain. We got to work on tearing out an old porch. We had a lot of fun things we did. It's a great service project. We highly encourage you to come. But it is for high schoolers and adults only. So it's going to cost around $250, $300. $50 deposit is due on 11/11. Make a wish. On November 11th. You don't ever do 11/11 Make a wish?
I do, but I don't say it out loud like
no,
that.
Oh, not out loud? Yeah. Okay, that's probably should be a head thing. All right. If you want to know more about it, check out asphome.org for info. And I'll do the next one. Pew. So you already did it. Blue Ridge Mission Trip. This is a middle school mission trip that we are going to be doing. We're going to be partnering with Harbor Ministries, which is located in McKaysville, Georgia. And we're going to be working with the local community in the area of Fannin County. It's going to be roughly $200, $300. I will know more closer to the time for sign up. But the deposit, $50, is due 11/18. So we need middle schoolers, that's 6th, 7th, and 8th, current ones, and adults. So we'd love to have you on that. All right, next one.
So ASP, that's for high schoolers. Is that coming up high schoolers, like current 8th graders?
Yes, 8th grade, current 8th grade can go to that and higher.
Yeah, just want to clarify.
Yep.
All right. So that's a lot of things, a lot of trips, a lot of things that cost a lot of money. How are we going to pay for that? You don't have to sell a leg or anything. We do have fundraising opportunities. Right now we have 2 confirmed, and we have 1 that we are researching some possibilities. The first one confirmed is our annual golf tournament happening October 24th. Way this works is we're going to start selling whole sponsorships on August 26th. We'll also have some other opportunities, like we can have the whole tournament sponsor. We can have different things like that. More information about that will come, but what happens is you go to local businesses, you sell a whole sponsorship, and then you get to take the money, like the bulk of the money from that. It goes into your account so that you can use that money to go on these trips. Also, all money, sponsorships, and donations are due by 10/7, which is a Wednesday. That gives us a chance to get everything printed and ready.
You will get a follow-up email detailing this.
Yes.
We just want you to know it's coming.
Yes. Next, March 2027. We have our annual youth yard sale. It's actually
February.
February 2027. Sign up to work Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You earn money depending on our net profit and your total hours worked. The more you work, the more you gain depending on how much money we make. So it's a very one-to-one situation. Youth yard sale is always a big event. Make sure to sign up for that. And we have a spring fundraiser that we don't know what it is yet.
It's called TBD.
Yeah, we're still figuring that one out. If you have any ideas, let us know.
Yeah.
If you have any ideas about what we could do to fundraise.
Don't shout them out now. Email us.
Email or text Jack.
Yeah,
and
that'd be super helpful.
And that's all.
All right. Now we're moving on to the next thing, guys. We are over halfway, so yes, I'm excited about it. All right. Now, you may notice if you're following along in your little booklet, the formatting on the printing messed me up. The QR code is on the previous page, floating in the air. I need help. Anyway, so we want you to stay in touch. We have 3 main ways that we communicate with both students and parents where it's available. The first one is our texting system. If you do not receive text from us right now and you want to be on that, you can scan the QR code that's floating in the middle of the page before, or you can text to that number. You can text either youth or parent, and it will put you into our text thread, so our text group. So that is just one of the ways that we are able to contact you. The second way is Facebook group. So if you are on Facebook, we have this group. It is a private group. You can see it, but we have to let you in. We need you to join that. Please answer the questions, because I may or may not recognize your wonderful picture. So we just need to know who you are and who you're connected to, so we let you in. We try to be very careful with what we put online. All right? And then the next slide. All right, youth online forum. You can do this tonight. You don't have to, but we do need you to do this sometime in the next week or so, and it's for your student. So when you fill it out, students, you can fill it out, or your parent can fill it out. I don't care which one of you does it, but it needs to be fully filled out. for each kid. All right? This has a lot of our permissions and stuff like that. Just stuff we need to do, and I'll bother you probably for the next month about it. So you can do it there. It's also in your little form. All right, last thing before we do small groups. Our behavior expectations. First off, we expect good behavior. This is an awesome crew of people. We love you guys. We expect good behavior, but on the occasion it doesn't happen, we do have a system in place for it. The first one is we have a 3-strike system. First strike, you'll get a warning. I'll pull you aside. I'll get to have a conversation with you. Now I'll say, hey, whatever you did, you don't need to be doing that. That's bad. Don't do it. Boo, right? And whatever that conversation is, I will then inform the parent. I'll send you a message to say, hey, this happened tonight. Want to let you know we had our first strike. That's where that ends because it's probably going to not happen again, right? Well, if it does happen again, we have our second strike, which is where we have a meeting with me and the parents. We'll be having just a talk about the behavior that continues to happen that we're trying to fix. We're going to work together to make it better. And then the third time, if it happens again or another similar infraction happens again, then we'll talk about taking a break from youth and letting you have some time to figure out why you're doing what you're doing and get it right, and then you can come back. Okay? So that's that part. All right. And our next part, what we're going to do now. So before we get into this, what we're going to do, class, is we're going to go through, we're going to introduce the small group leaders. You're going to cheer for them. They will stand up, and then your group's going to leave with them. So you are going to leave out, and you're going to go to your first small group, okay? So, without further ado, our 6th grade girls small group leader this year are Charlie Hughes, Ann Phillips, and Casey Austin. Right there. If you are a 6th grade girl, get up and go now. And I'm going to go ahead and apologize to the last few groups. You do matter. We just won't have as many people to cheer for you. Okay? All right, next up. Do you want to do anything?
Sure. 7th grade girls, Julie Pasinka and Jackie Goodman.
All right, y'all head on out.
If you're a 7th grade girl, get up and go.
7th grade. All right. Now we have our 8th grade girls leaders. We have Ann Crowther, Allison Etheridge, and Casey Collins. All right, they are right over there. Y'all go ahead and go. Get out.
Our 9th grade girls leaders are Christina Lake, Stacy King, Catherine Netsky, and Evelyn Sanford.
Yay!
9th graders, get out of here.
All right, half the room leave. All right. All right, our 10th grade girls leaders, we have Melanie Tillman, Kaylee Finnegan, and Tiffany Russell. They're back there. Y'all get out. I know, right? It'd be fun.
Bye, 10th grade girls. 11th grade girls, Lynn Lester, Heather Grant, Maddie Palmer.
All right, and our senior girls. We have Becca Knipe and Kate Haskell. Yeah.
There's like nobody left in here.
I mean,
Like,
we do have a lot of girls.
Very
But
few.
I didn't change that one there, the 12th grade girls group. Man, I need someone to, I need to send it to my wife. She'll help me out. All right, moving on to the boys groups, hopefully. Hopefully I fixed those right.
6th grade guys, we got Brendan Fair and Eric Lyle.
They're right here, right here.
6th grade guys.
6th grade guys.
Follow them out.
Also shout out to the fact that we have several leaders this year who are former youth, and both of those guys are former youth here. So, woo, yeah. All right, 7th grade boys, we have Jackson Fair and Needs a Partner. Yeah. So, we'll talk more about it later, Jackson, but have fun tonight.
So if any of you guys are available
Plug.
on Wednesdays,
We do
or any
still
of your
need
husbands.
some more guys. But Jackson's super cool, and he's tall, so.
And he is
more of that. All right, 8th grade boys.
8th grade guys. Your leaders are Tyler Barnico and Matt Gibson.
Yeah, get on out of here.
8th graders, get out.
Awesome, awesome. All right, 9th grade boys. We have, well, dang. We have Liam right over there, and Jack Caldwell,
That's
who's terrible. Just terrible. Anyway, y'all go with Liam tonight, so yay, Liam. Barnett's his last name, by the way.
It is. It took you a minute, didn't it?
I took a lunch break,
Yeah.
and I just thought I was done. Obviously, I'm not. Hey, here we go.
All right, 10th grade guys. We got Mr. Russell Lake and Corey People.
Go, people. Right there.
10th graders, get out. Go.
So exciting. All right, 11th grade boys. All right, we got Mr. Anthony Rogers, Joe Pacinka, Steven Peterson, and Justin Yates. Yeah! No, get out.
we can't.
You got to go.
They're having the rest of their meeting
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah. You got 2 rooms to choose from, though.
Where are you going, though, so I can follow? Upstairs? Okay.
Awesome. Hey, you go. You
Go
go
now.
with them. Oh, yeah, it's one more. I got the last one. Here we go, 12th grade boys. We have Dean Helmsey and Robbie Bryan. They're right here. Look at that. Y'all go on. Go on. You cool guys, get out of here. All right. So everyone who's left, what I would love is for us to move up here. So come on up here. Come on up to the front couple rows. That would be great. You're sitting in the dark right now. All right. Did you draw something cool? Yeah? Oh, okay. Hey, you're hanging in there, and that is admirable. Yeah. I like it. All right. So this year is my first year of having a youth in the program. My daughter is in 6th grade, and so my wife got to see all my mistakes on the screen this year. First off, I would like to say we are so thankful that you trust your kids with us. It is an honor and a privilege for us to get to work with them. In fact, I'm just going to come down a little bit lower since there's only a few of us. I'm going to keep talking in this, though, because we are live streaming it. But it is just such an honor to get to work with your students and getting to know them and all that. So thank you for doing that for us. All right, so 3 things I want to just talk with y'all about briefly. Then we're going to have a time for questions and anything you need to hear about that. Okay. So the first thing is this: I want you to know our goal is to help your kids grow in their faith in Jesus. That is why our adults here. That's why we put on what we do. That's why we meet for breakfast. That's why we go to Snowbird and do our trips. Our goal is for your students to take one step closer. For some, that may look different than others, but we're doing our best to make sure to do that. And we want you to know that we, as a church, this is what we're wanting for all of our congregations. So it is awesome to get to be a part of that and be that with you. The second thing is this. We're here to assist you. Parenting is a team sport. And I know that it takes a village to raise kids, and we want to come alongside and help you. And this might mean that maybe you're dealing with an issue at home and you want to talk to us about, hey, this is kind of going on. Do you have any resources or anything for that? Or maybe you sit there and go, hey, I'm having some issues with some friends, and we're trying to find a new group. We're here to help and assist because all kids go through rough stuff, and we want to do our best as parents to take care of every need. But we know that, we hope that we can be on the team for your child. So if you need anything, you need resources, stuff like that, we would love to help you as best we can. And then the third one is this, that you may or may not know, but you have the biggest impact on your kids. And I wish I had more. The last survey that I looked at for this was done in 2010, so it was a long time ago. But it said that parents are still number one influencers, and then friends were second, and then 17th was spiritual leader. So I was like, dadgum, I got to work on that. But so we want to do our best to help serve and support you. We know that for us, we're going to be teaching things, and you will have access to everything we're learning. Every week, we will have a live stream going up for our youth stuff. So if you're like, what is my kid learning? We want you to know. But we want to help you as best we can, because you are the greater influence on your students. So, but we're super thankful for that. Next thing, slide, I have a verse. And this is Titus 2:7. And you yourself, this is a letter from Paul to Titus. It says, you yourself must be an example to them by doing good works of every kind, letting everything you do reflect the integrity and seriousness of your teaching. And this is one of the reasons why we make sure to do such an effort to try to get awesome small group leaders. Because the life you live, it reflects to your students. But we also want that village to be bigger. So we bring in small group leaders and search for small group leaders who are going to do this as well. We talked with them on Monday about our example that we're setting, because, the adults in your life, think back to the adults in your life when you were a kid. Now, other than a certain period when we called them all stupid, because, we probably all had that phase, I can remember back to the adults in my life had a big impact. And so we want to surround your kids with people who love Jesus and love them. So, but I want to encourage you with that, that we hope for you that we can be a piece of the puzzle to help your kids grow in faith, grow in maturity, and make it through these youth years. So beyond that, next up, I just have, and I'm going to answer any questions you have. Oh, good. Thank you. Any questions you have about youth, trips, activities, things of that nature? I'm okay. What you got?
I'm a kid and I'm basically in first grade.
Basically, dude, first grade is awesome. And your shirt is amazing, too. He's got a Star Wars shirt on, and that's the best. So that is, you get another one. Right, Jack, whenever in a few years when you get in youth group, we can have yet another Jack. I think we have 5. I think currently 5 Jacks, 6, one in training here. All right, do you have any questions for me about what we got going on? Anything along those lines that you'd like to ask? And I'll give it just a second. If you're like, I don't want to ask online, we're going to cut that off in a minute. But yes, ma'am. Yeah, go ahead, please. Yes. So that is just in case you didn't hear the question about the 3 events. Basically, we want your student to show up 3 times at youth. Now, we have a thing called all small group nights. And those are like a party night for our students. And we have a lot of students that show up just for that. And that's great. We're glad to have them. But we want to spend a little more formation time with your students. So we asked for 3 times. Could be Sunday service, could be youth, could be breakfast. We do check-ins at all these places just to make sure. So yeah, so that is, and your son's he's probably already got it covered already. So, but yeah, so that's what that's for. So we sometimes with like our big trips, we'll have people that show up and we had a problem like, I've never met this kid. And I would meet them for the first time getting on the bus, and which a lot of them had great trips, but I couldn't pick them out of a lineup if I needed to. So, and I might need to. So that's part of the reason for that. Great question, though. Any other questions about what we got going on? Yes, ma'am. Great question. For all youth activities, just so for everyone to know, our small group leaders, if you're driving a bus, if you're leading Sunday school, if you're interacting on a regular basis, you're volunteering with us, you do have to have a background check. So everyone will be background checked who drives for us. So plug, if you want to drive for us, let me know. I'll send you a link to the background check. But what we do is typically we have 3 church buses, church vehicles that drive. And all those people are background checked. And we will pick them up there at the place. I'll be driving one of them. We're the party bus. But we have music. But we'll pick up there, and then we take them to school. We usually get to school right now traffic is terrible, but we usually get them about 7:15 is about the time they usually arrive. High school, typically, once it calms down, high school typically flows actually a little bit faster, and they get there about 7. But yes, so it's us, and if it's your personal vehicle, of course, you'll still have to get background checked. But usually our people who help are people who have minivans. Anyway, but any vehicle's fine. So yes, they are background checked. They are approved before. So we know who's taken care of. Also with that too, we have some students, we have some private school students who want to come to breakfast. And that's awesome. You do have to get them to school though. We can't go to Savannah Christian. We can't go to the place. We're sorry, but you will need to get yourself there. And also, we do have some times that a student will come, but they're like missing school that day for a dentist appointment or something. Which I was thinking I would not eat before that, but this happens a lot. If that happens, you need to be there before breakfast ends, because I'm not leaving the kid just sitting there with Miss Wendy. She's super nice. She's the owner there, but. We're not doing that, so make sure you're there if something like that's going to happen. Okay, but thank you. That's a great question. Any other questions we have? Yes, ma'am.
If we do fundraising, does it carry over to next year if kids decide not to do a trip this year?
Great question. Yes, it does. So fundraising, let's talk about fundraising for a second. All of our fundraisers, you are able to work for your kid, as well as your kids able to work for themselves. We typically, because of the number we usually have, we make sure that we don't have like, oh, you can't bring 5 people to come work for your kid. But you can, if you have 1 kid going, you and a parent can work for that kid. You can have 2 per your family kind of deal. If it doesn't fill up, which often at times it doesn't, then we'll take everybody. And you can bring grandparents, you can bring the neighborhood to come work the event, and it will go towards your students. We do have an account that all that goes into, and we carry it over. It's all tracked, not by me, because obviously this is not my gifting, but actually Anthony is really good at spreadsheets. So we keep up with it, and it goes into your account. Now, you will forfeit it if you get to that point you don't have any more kids left, or if we know you left. And typically how that works, like if someone's moving, military, you move away, then we'll ask, hey, is there somewhere you want to donate it, or you just want to donate it to youth? So, but if you graduate out and it's still there, thank you for your donation. We appreciate it. But yes, it does carry over. So, and we really are looking for a good idea for the spring for a 3rd fundraiser. So, you got one for? Okay, we'll talk later. Good. But yeah, great question. Any other questions? All right, well, I see we have a lot of middle school parents in here. I will say we do have Miss Sarah here who runs Club 412 on Fridays, and love for you to come be a part of that. That is 6:30 to 7. And last week we had 110. It's a lot of kids that signed in, which if you're a pastor, you go, well, obviously we had 20 to that number. But yeah. So it's an awesome thing, fun to be a part of. If you have a high schooler, that's also going on there. All right. Any other questions? It's so cool to talk to people who are quiet. This is not normal. All right. Well, what I'm going to do is we have about 23 minutes left before your kids will be out. If you have middle schoolers, they might be out earlier. Sometimes they like to hit the playground earlier. But I'm going to pray, I'm just going to pray us out, and then Gail's going to stop the live stream in the back by hitting the stop button. She doesn't normally do live stream, so I just going to give her a heads up. All right, let's pray. God, I thank you so much for today, and I thank you for this time and this new season of starting school and starting up another year of youth. God, I pray that you bless this year. God, I pray that you help our youth and our adults and our parents all to grow in their relationship with you. God, I pray that you give us wisdom to navigate raising kids. God, I pray you give us wisdom to navigate the schools and the events and all the things that take up so much time. God, help us to make sure that we are living out a life that honors you. God, because we know our kids, whether they like it or not, they end up being a lot like us. God, we love you and we thank you. In the name of Jesus, I pray. Amen.